Hi, I'm Cherie, founder of Be Kind to All. Welcome to the Business Case for Kindness. I believe that all employees deserve to be treated as equal, and I believe that discrimination, no matter what the reason, can no longer be tolerated in business. As a female leader, I've often felt sexism and misogyny in the workforce. I cannot tell you how many times I was told to be quiet in a meeting to only have a male colleague start saying the same thing. It was even better when you were being shushed by a female boss and they wanted to hear the men more than they wanted to hear you. Or walking the halls and hearing men complaining about women, calling them crazy. She must be on her period. Maybe she has PMS. And don't forget the inappropriate comments which borderline on sexual harassment. Now, I know most of my female peers out there know what I'm talking about. Today, we're going to discuss some unfinished business for women. It is Women's History Month and all, and it is 2018, and women don't have equal rights. Because the Equal Rights Amendment to the Constitution was never passed in 1972. The Equal Rights Amendment was never passed. The Equal Rights Amendment is a proposed amendment to the United States Constitution designed to guarantee equal rights for all citizens regardless of sex. It seeks to end the legal distinctions between men and women in terms of divorce, property, employment, and other matters. Let's look at some important dates in history. In 1920, women gained the right to vote. That wasn't even 100 years ago. In 1963, the Equal Pay Act was put into place, which, if you're a woman, you probably know is kind of a joke because businesses have found workarounds, which has allowed this unequal pay to continue. In 1964, your Civil Rights Act, which outlaws discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. It prohibits unequal application of voter registration requirements, racial segregation in schools, employment, and public accommodations. And in 1974, it became illegal to discriminate in terms of credit opportunities based on such things as gender, marital status, race, religion, age, nation of birth, or proper residence. Think to yourself, did you remember that the Equal Rights Amendment hadn't been passed? I knew it had not been passed. But once I got into the workforce, I started worrying more about that than civic duties of things like getting the Equal Rights Amendment passed. And I believe that this has happened to a lot of us. And going forward, we need to take a stand on this because this is important. In 1972, the Equal Rights Amendment was passed by Congress and sent to the states for ratification. 22 of the 38 states needed voted for the Equal Rights Amendment. So let's look at this map here. So since that time, the Equal Rights Amendment is still being introduced into the states' sessions of Congress every year. And just in March of 22nd of 2017, Nevada became the 36th state to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment. The Equal Rights Amendment is unfinished business for the Constitution and for women. There are still 14 states that have not ratified the Equal Rights Amendment. Those states are Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Utah, and Virginia. I believe we can get the Equal Rights Amendment passed. We are just 2 states away from having it become part of the United States Constitution. Do you live in one of these 14 states? Do you believe in equal rights? If you live in one of these 14 states as I do, please write, call, and email your state senator and congressman, because it is time for women to have the equal rights they deserve. If you even want to get more involved than that, there are many groups that would love to have you involved, such as the National Organization for Women. They would love to have you involved, as there is a link that I will be providing at the end where you can find more information about the Equal Rights Amendment. To be clear, we are moving from a command control culture into a nurturing culture in the workplace. And this is one piece of unfinished business that we need to complete so that women and the United States can move forward on a level playing field. This is important. Next week, we will continue our journey into the business case for kindness. Please remember, without kindness and respect, there's little trust. Without trust, the team will crumble. I hope you have a great week and stay tuned for the Equal Rights Amendment link.